Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Rasamita Trimaulita, and I'm from 5BD class, English Department, State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya. Today, I would like to deliver my presentation for research methodology course with the title Developing a Hypothesis and Title for Your Experiment. So, before I start my presentation, I would like to show you my table of content or my outline that I'm going to discuss today. There are 4 points. The first is about hypothesis. This point will be discussed the definition of hypothesis. The second, characteristic of hypothesis. This point will be discussed what hypothesis should be, and the third is form a hypothesis in experiment. I will give you an example and tell you how to form a hypothesis in experiment, and the last is form a title in experiment. So this is for content that I will discuss today. So let's start with the first point, hypothesis. So what is hypothesis? Based on the definition from Eric Rogers, 1966, hypotheses are single tentative guess, good hunch, assumed for use in devising theory or planning experiment, intended to be given a direct experimental test when possible. And also there is another definition from expert. A hypothesis is a conjectural statement of the relation between two or more variables, by Kerlinger, 1956, and the last is from Creswell, 1994. Hypothesis is a formal statement that presents the expected relationship between an independent and dependent variable. So, we can conclude that hypothesis is a guess or a prediction that have a relationship between an independent and dependent variable. Okay, I think it's clear, and now let's move to the second point about characteristic of hypothesis. Characteristic of hypothesis should be first clear and precise. Clear means that we use clear language and simple language, so the readers will be more understand and know what we mean in our hypothesis. And also precise. This is the we have a result of the hypothesis. So it is important to precise the hypothesis because if the hypothesis is not precise, so it cannot be considered reliable. And the next is specific. For specific, as researchers, we must remember that the narrower hypothesis, more testable. So it is the hypothesis should be specific, and the last is testable. Hypothesis should be testable because this is to prove or disprove the hypothesis. And remember that a hypothesis doesn't have to be correct. It means that while hypothesis predicts what the researchers expect to see, the goal of the researchers is to determine whether the guess or the prediction or the hypothesis is right or wrong. So it doesn't matter if the hypothesis correct or incorrect at first. And I think it's clear about the characteristic. Let's move to the point 3. Form a hypothesis in experiment. So form a hypothesis is the third step or one of the steps of scientific method. And scientific method, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 steps. There are 7 steps scientific method. start from formulate a question until communicate the result. One of them are form a hypothesis. So when we are form a hypothesis, uh, it can take various forms. It depending on the question being asked and the type of study being conducted. So it is various. But their simplest form of hypothesis is if-then statement. For if-then statement, uh, if tell the readers about what will be changed in the experiment, while then tell the readers what will happen because of the change of or because of the if. So if as independent variable and then as a dependent variable. We can see here the form of hypothesis is written in the following format. If the independent variable or IV is described change, then the dependent variable or DV will describe change. If you are still confused, let's see the example that I made. Oh yeah, remember, we must always use if then because it states the relationship between IV and DV. And let's see the example that I made for the example of hypothesis. In the statement, Nini tested to see if the amount of rain had an effect on how many times the online car transportation gets ordered during the rain. So, if we want to form a hypothesis, we have to uh, we have to consider and we have to identify what is IV and what is DV in the sentence. So, for IV, this is rain. Independent variable is rain because rain is what will be changed. Uh, it for rain, this is the length of length amount of rain. So 1 hour, 2 hours, and 3 hours. And for DV or dependent variable, this is how many times online car transportation gets ordered during the rain. So in DV, dependent variable, this is change because change or influence because that happen because of the independent variable if and then. So for the hypothesis, if the amount of the rain is increased, then the amount of times the online car transportation get orders will increase. So this is for example for hypothesis. I think it's clear, and let's move to point number 4. Form a title in experiment. So when we in the title in experiment, it also has a specific format, SM as the hypothesis, and the format is the effect of independent variable on the dependent variable. So it shows the relationship between the IV and DV. The relationship between IV and DV we know as cause and effect relationship. For cause and effect in the that show relationship between IV and DV, there is also two words that is effect and effect in title in experiment that are commonly written in title. So effect, effect and effect difference are different. So the word effect is a noun, while the effect is a verb. So the effect is to express the outcome or the result of the outcome or the result of the experiment, while the effect is a verb, which means that influence or revert to the action or to revert to an action to do something. So this is the example of the title. Uh, I'm still using the previous example. Mini test to see if the amount of rain had an effect on how many times the online car transportation gets ordered during the rain. For hypothesis, we already discussed it previously. Um, and for the title, the effect of the amount of rain on the number of times the online car transportation gets ordered during the rain. So we can see that we can see that this is the show relationship between the IV and DV, cause and effect, and the format is the effect of IV on the DV. So this is correct. This is the independent variable, the amount of rain, and this is the dependent variable, number of times the online car transportation get orders during the rain. So I think that's all for my presentation. I hope this information will will give you a good and positive information to you. Thank you for listening and watching. I end up with Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.